Good, I'm fine.
Good to have you here.
Good to have you after your exciting weekend.
It's been an exciting weekend. I guess back to live shows again, people. And we had a really good one this past weekend. Because we're live, I can't go to any footage of that right now. But if you have a two-screen computer, you can put me on one side and just Google Exodus golf cart mosh pit at Full Terror Assault, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Kind of a fun show. It was out where for I guess 10 years they had done Gathering of the Juggalos there. They hadn't done it the past couple of years there, but I think the first 10 years of the festival they did it out.
And where was this at?
Like Iron Cave Rock or something like that, or in Cave Rock, Illinois, something like that. Really up. We When we were going up there, there was a lady on a tractor coming back eating ice cream from the ice cream store. That's just kind of to give you an example of how far up in the world we were. And lost cell phone service probably 40 minutes before we got there. I mean, it was just in the middle of nowhere. Gary explained it as an overpopulated kegger party, basically. There wasn't really much security. In fact, there wasn't any security. You know, it was basically people
I
camping
saw a lot
out.
of battle vests. It's like,
Yeah, it was a total metal festival, and it was kind of like not a lot of big name bands, but bands you've heard before through the underground kind of sound. And then there was us, and we have fun everywhere we go. If you've seen Exodus, you know that we don't care if there's 10,000, 1,000, 100,000, whatever. We're going to give you the best show. We're going to rock the place. And we had, of course, we had John Tempesta still playing drums with us as Tom's healing. You know what I mean? But just to give you guys an update, I just got a message from Tom actually while we were waiting to go live, and he said that he's doing really well, and that it doesn't look like he'll have to have any more chemo treatments, and everything's going great. So he's just going to be getting in shape and getting healthy and ready to play on the tour. But I mean, again, it's something you can't rush. So we're just going to, see what happens and make sure that he heals right. But again, I can guarantee you that Tom's going to be back in a big way because, Tom is just such a big part of, he is Exodus.
Yes.
Exodus. I mean, he is. But no qualms for Johnny, though. Johnny came in and did an absolute fabulous, fantastic job. We played some songs with John that we hadn't played in years. The fans really ate it up. We had a great time at Psycho Vegas and Full Terror Assault. So it's
name some of the songs that you played.
Chemical, Till Death Do Us Part,
And you had Rick, of course.
And then Rick Hunolt came out and got, it was the H team for a couple of songs out there. So if you were an Exodus fan and you got to come to this festival, it was really a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it. It was great to be there. All the people were really good to us. It's just like I said, it was a very large kegger party is the way I'd look at it, with tents. Everybody kind of just went up there. And so the golf cart thing we found out was like, to get around up there, the golf cart company comes and people rent those for the weekend. So those were rented golf carts by people that were attending the festival.
Now this kind of went a little viral.
Well, I mean, when have you ever seen a golf cart mosh pit before? Especially
Never.
circle pit, especially for Toxic Waltz, which is a fitting song to do it in. So, Gary had went up to the mic and said, hey, why don't you get those, golf carts in the pit? We never seen that before. And then I just took it and egged it on from there, and I kept saying, yeah, right, bring them on, come on, get in here, bring them in. And so they kept bringing them on. Well, watch out, make sure nobody got run over, and make sure you're hanging on. It just looked like absolute mayhem in Thunderdome. So if you haven't seen it, just go on YouTube anywhere. I mean, it's like, went pretty crazy, pretty viral. If you were in it, comment, tell me, leave some, let me know. Walter's here monitoring comments right now. So if you were
Morbid
in it,
reality.
let me know. It was a blast.
Said it looked crazy.
It was crazy.
And it's online and like I said, very viral. I mean, how often does a heavy extreme metal band get a little viral clip? And
it was on Golf Cart Digest or something like that. They were calling and telling me, who knows? We didn't do it for that. We did it because we absolutely just That's what we do. We have fun. Why not create mayhem still, 30 fucking 40 years later?
Were there any
You know?
damaged golf carts?
That I don't know, but I did see guys standing on them and jumping up and down and hanging
someone
off
said
them and
I've
banging them
seen,
and fucking so.
I saw some caved in roofs.
I saw that, but they kind of popped back a little bit, but I did see some caved roofs. I didn't know if they were going down, but they stayed pretty uniform in the circle, like when they were all like riding and going around. Nobody like if one was stopped, the other one would stop and wait till it kept going, so it stayed pretty like kind of, I don't know, kind of uniform, like they knew what to do. But of course they did. I mean, they did, it's the way you go in a pit, but just took a look out, to be standing on stage and looking out at it. It was like hilarious. It was just absolutely off the fucking chain. But the best part is everybody was having the greatest time of their lives. And after so much time not being able to do so, especially with us, we really dug that. So we want to thank everybody that did attend Psycho Vegas and Full Terror Assault, because Full Terror Assault was just completely, it's what you want. I mean, that was a raw show. That's what there was no, no security in the front. It was just raw. It was just going there, boom, set up and bang. And I had a blast with it. And so thanks, guys, for coming. It was so much fun.
And as I was thinking about this comment, Shannon put it in there. Are y'all taking Rick out on the road with y'all? Love seeing Rick up there.
Riddle, he ain't gonna be able to do it. No, we won't be able to bring Rick with us on the tour. It's special places like that, one-offs here and there, and that we can bring him out at. But
how special is it though having him back up there?
No, it's fun to do that, but it's not something that
will happen regularly.
Yeah, right. Just to be honest with you, my dear.
Well, that's what happens. And Angel says, "What's up? It's your boy Angel."
That's my boy Angel Rivera. What's up? I love this man. It's my he was the guy I was with in Psycho. I've been with him on the boat. He's my boy.
Bassman's out there, and
Beer
Maniac from Toll House, France.
Watching from France. Nice.
They have that Hellfest, right? That's a really good one.
Hellfest is great. That's Clendon,
sure
right? Clendon, France. Yeah, that's a real good one. That's a real good one. So.
All right, and we have a P.O. box now, and something actually arrived in it. Can you believe that?
Well, Wayne used to have a P.O. box, and we kind of
we have
lost that
P.O.
one,
box.
and we gained another one. So the transition was a little wild.
Right.
So go ahead and open it.
I'm going to open this up, but I'm going to tell everybody it's Zetro's Toxic Vault. It's P.O. Box 352, Sonoma, California 95476. All right, and we'll put that up somewhere up. But anyway, this came in from Ray.
And believe me,
Velez.
bring me stuff, Ray Velez. Yeah, and he also sent me a letter, and I'm going to read that. And this is the kind of stuff that we'll do here if you send it. It says, "Hi, my name is Ray. I've been an Exodus fan since '89. I've looked around my room for something to send you. Couldn't find any figure thing. So I'd like to send this tapestry. I did a video which was used for the album. My YouTube name is Metalheart8787-1. Hope you check it out sometime and can hang the tapestry up in the vault. Exodus, a big influence on you guys, are awesome and underrated. Really looking forward to the new Exodus CD." Well, thank you, Ray. And
Ray, we're opening it live.
right, yeah, well, check it
Let's
out.
see.
It looks.
Open it up.
I can tell by the colors. It looks like Fabulous Disaster. Is it? Yep, it is.
Hand me one side and we'll try to fit it in here. Let me have this corner, I think, yeah. Yep. Ah, it is.
It is.
It's that famous album cover of Fabulous Disaster.
I don't know if we'll be able to put that up in the vault, Ray. That will take all of the vault. But that is cool. Let's figure that. Maybe we can put it on the ceiling wall and have it hang down or something.
Well, we'll have it right here in the studio.
I'm gonna put Walter in charge of that, Ray. To have there. So again, if you guys want to send me stuff, it's P.O. Box 352, Sonoma, California 95476 in California. What else you got going on?
And speaking of that, we're gonna have a contest today a little later.
Well, we'll talk about that
Some
later.
coffee, Death Wish coffee.
Always Death Wish Coffee. We want to hit our sponsors. The guy, Jeff Ayers, he's really, really good, to us. And we love his coffee, and all the metalheads do. So he gives us product to give to you guys. I swear to God, I don't even I keep like maybe a bag for me and my girlfriend, and I give it to all the canisters, all the bandanas, the stickers. I give it to all you guys. You know, and I want to pump that. So I want to also thank them. And also my new hot sauce, Zetro's Toxic Shock, will be like, we're really soon. I know you guys have seen the label. It's coming out from Hella Hot Hot Sauce. And they've got so many other flavors. You can go online and check it out. I mean, Walt, you put it on your eggs, your burrito, you do
Yes,
everything with it.
I just finished the first prototype that was sent to me without the label, but
Isn't it tasty? Tell me,
is
tell
really
me Zetro's
good.
Toxic Shock.
No.
It's not too hot. It
Yeah.
is a little spicy.
I've
but
had
it's
like
very, very tasty.
4 or 5 of, I'm able to sample 4 or 5 of
Yes,
the sauces.
being on the show,
But
he
actually,
gets
that
to
was
sample.
the best one, and I'm just being brutally honest,
Yeah,
but
I
I
like
love
it.
that.
I like it. I
It's
like
not
it.
your normal, like, just a hot sauce that's red, and it's got some meaty,
Yeah, it's got
meatiness
it's
to
thick.
it.
It's thick. It's got
Yes.
some consistency to it, definitely. It just doesn't pour out and drip out.
So it's very unique.
Yeah, definitely. So you gotta hit Hella Hot Hot Sauce. And also, if you wanna sport my stuff, and I saw them this week in the crowd, this weekend, Zetro's Toxic Vault t-shirts, go to
You did see one.
seasonofmist.com. There's so many cool designs. They've got some new designs coming out. They got this one where they're like this ooze is coming out of a vault, and it's like kind of green, and it's got the logo on it.
How'd they come up with that? Do you?
No, the artist, there's an artist at Season of Mist, and he has a great time, and then he sends it to me, and he says, and I tell him, make it more brutal, I want bones and death and that green stuff, so like, I'll go back and I'll give my opinion. Of course, I want it brutal. I know my fans all love it brutal. I mean, you're metal fans, it's, you know, we like it brutal. It doesn't look good if it's not brutal. So hit Season of Mist up. You can get them in Europe. There's an office in France, so you don't have to pay the big shipping price if you're in Europe. Just go to seasonofmist.com to get your Zetros stuff today. And if you want me to send a birthday greeting to someone from you or anything, I've done a lot of graduations, babies, bar mitzvahs, anything, just a shout out, just anything, go to cameo.com. Request Steve Zetro Souza, just put it in there. And I'm pretty good. You have 6 days to return it. Honestly, if you go from me, I usually get them back in a day, no problem, because, you know, I know birthdays are coming up and you want to get this stuff planned. So cameo.com. So what else we got? What you
I got a
for
good
me?
one. This
I
is,
got to take a hit while you do that.
Go ahead. So listen to this because it's a little one. Justin Shannon, is Exodus coming to Washington State anytime soon? I've seen the Dukes era of Exodus. My dad has seen Exodus at Ruthie's. I would kill to see Zetro era Exodus live.
I'm going to be honest with you. We are going to trample the United States with persona non grata. So you won't have anything to worry about on that. Even though it's not scheduled on the upcoming tour, it will be, I mean, we've already talked about that. You know, there's tons we're not going to Canada, we're not going to Florida. There's so many places that we're not hitting. And because it's a new record and it's an actual, you know, the only time that it'll just be Gary's only gig, where it'll definitely be Gary Holt playing on guitar. And every Exodus show you see, I mean, we're all very excited for that to happen. So yeah, we're gonna be trampling all over the world. South America will be there, Europe will be there, Japan, we're gonna be there. The United States, we're gonna back and forth. We toured on Blood In, Blood Out pretty consistently for like 6 years, 5-6 years.
And nowadays, bands are opening up, playing the Philippines, doing a little Singapore, things like that. Or
And as things open up more, we are gonna be doing that. So yeah, just keep your eyes out. Washington, of course. Washington's always been good for us. You know, Seattle, Spokane, Tacoma, all very good places to play. Oh yeah.
Alright. Joshua Del Moro, how's your workouts going?
Good. Every day. Same thing. Look at, as long as I still got chicken neck, I know I'm going on it. What do you think, Walt?
You
I'm
look
still
good.
holding it. Yep, still holding it. No, I'm not going back to any, I will
You
not
have to
go.
work at it, right? Because you just can't. It's how you preach now, right? You got to walk the walk.
You gotta, you have to, I have to stay focused always. I can't relax ever. That goes with exercise and diet, period. That means I have to really, if I want some of this, then I have to give off some of that or go and do that. You know what I mean? So I don't step off anymore. A lot of it is I just drink water now. I'm just drinking fucking, you know these things you squirt in the water bottles? They're Mio and Kool-Aid makes, everybody fucking makes, and there's no calories in them. That's what I'm doing. No more soda. I got off soda when we came back from Bay Strikes Back tour. I started that soda thing then, and then again, I don't drink alcohol. I just, like there, so that's what I do, and, you can't gain weight from that as long as you can keep in your mind that you can't eat fucking everything. Oh, look, Hellraiser fell on you. Hellraiser
Oh my
fell.
God.
Oh my God, Hellraiser fell.
Something's present here today, huh?
Could be, look at that, see? There's a
Oh,
ghost
okay.
in here. What happened with Hellraiser? Is that,
He's all right.
if we open the box, just lean it back, lean it, there you go. Yeah.
It's bottom.
Lean it
heavy.
square,
It'll-
lean it
it'll
square.
be fine.
All right, you sure it's not gonna hit you again? I got a feeling it is. Yeah, I ain't trusting that. You lean into it, it's gonna lean. Anyway, what else we got? Well,
Claire, of course, out there and saying
Hi, Claire.
hello.
I keep looking at all of your.
Baseman 13.
Claire, I
and
keep
Snuffy
looking at all of your
166.
amazing baked goods that you make on Instagram, and you're gonna turn me into a fat guy again. I look at those and just like salivate, looking, I go, oh my God. And then she's so thin, holding them, the Zumba teacher, just like kind of sitting there holding them.
I bet
You're
you
like,
she has the same thing.
I bet you
know
know what you do. You're like me. You make it and give it away to everybody. You turn your evil on everybody.
She does an intense workout,
Oh, she resumes,
so
yeah,
she can eat whatever she wants. That's
Well,
what
she always puts the before and after pictures on there, so you see your sweaty ass after that is. That's the way you gotta do it. Every day, young lady, I sweat too. That's why I have to every single day. Something I never did before, not religiously and not hard, and diet and everything. So when I see your cakes, I'm like, oh my God, everything too. Yeah, ooh, put that away. Good to have you in, Claire.
Charlie Ramos says hey, and he says he'll see Exodus in Oakland.
Awesome.
So-
Yeah,
and-
glad you could be here today, Charlie. I see sometimes you miss us. You forget that we have a live stream. I do read your comments, my friend. So yeah, good to have you in, Charlie.
That's good. And let's see what else. Oh, did you happen to see the Megadeth Lamb of God recently in Concord?
No, I'm house shopping right now, actually.
I saw it, and I'll just say this. Lamb of God crushed everybody. It wasn't even close. And that's how I felt about that.
How was
Okay.
Hatebreed though? Hatebreed's always
I miss
good.
them because
okay,
they
then
were-
you can't say
Okay.
that. You
But,
can say they crushed Trivium and they crushed Megadeth because Hatebreed's always good, Walt.
okay. And Lamb of God gave Exodus a shout out. Did you know that?
I did not know
And
that.
Craig Lucero was mentioned before that also.
By
So
who?
Randy
Oh, nice.
of Lamb of God, and that
What's
was
this,
kind of cool. Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, well, also we were talking right before we came on, the funny comedian Norm Macdonald passed this week. You didn't even know that.
I knew it, but I didn't.
Oh my God, he's so sorry. He's one of those sarcastic comics. You know what I mean? He did Weekend Update, but he was a really. I look at that and go, he was 61 and I'm 57. I'm like, wow, man. I'm not ready to fucking check out in like the next 4 years or anytime soon, man. I still got, let's see, I still got like 10 albums in my ass ready to go at least, you know what I mean? Bring it, you know what I mean? So I have this thing as I'm getting older, the mortality thing is just like kind of strange how
Yeah.
people that were just, I'm thinking, wow, like when I was a freshman, you were just graduating high school and
The dad's seen
you're already
Ruthie's.
dead. Yeah,
The
oh,
dad's seen
I know, but
Ruthie's,
that's
and
another
the
thing.
son's seen Dukes,
Well,
and
it's time
now.
to see me.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you will, I will kick your ass in a lot better shape too, mind you. So that's just kind of a trip, because I watch a lot of Adult Swim. I love Cartoon Network and Rick and Morty. I got Rick and Morty here. I got Morty. I got bird person right there. And Mike Tyson Mysteries is by far fucking hilarious. If you've never checked it out, Mike Tyson Mysteries, and Norm Macdonald does the voice of the pigeon. And it's kind of a rip on Scooby-Doo. like they have to solve a mystery, but the mystery is completely idiotic, and it's basically Tyson ripping on himself, you know, and how absurd it is. And it just, if you've never checked it out, check it out. It's called Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's a cartoon. It's on Adult Swim. It's been on for, it's got probably 5 seasons.
That's
And
your favorite channel.
I swear to God it is. I love Cartoon Network. It's got all my good shows on there. That and I love anything that shows old horror movies. You know what I mean? I dig that too. Anything that shows old horror movies.
I got a good one here. Jonathan, who is the singer for your upcoming opener for the show Destroyer, right? And AC/DC is playing on the 24th of September.
Oh, yeah,
in
Bottom
San
of the Hill.
Francisco.
That's right. We are playing at the
Chris
Bottom of the
Lamore
Hill.
production.
Yeah, that's Bottom of the Hill.
So you're playing in
So
just under 2 weeks.
So the way I look at it is it's AC/DC and Kiss together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always look at the tribute bands, and I do my tribute band pretty fucking spot on as far as I'm concerned. We put a lot of work into it to make it sound and look like
The real
the
thing.
AC/DC is, you know, and how they are and how they perform and how it sounds and the whole 10 yards. And so when I'm always playing with some other band, it's like they're called Destroyer, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think I might have even played with them before because I played with Jonathan before.
I know Jonathan. He
and,
messaged me,
and
he's a big fan of this show. It's like
And
that,
so
that's
I love
I
that.
know
So and basically, I come to the Bottom of the Hill on September 24th to go see Kiss and AC/DC because I mean even nobody sucks anymore. These guys have been doing it for years. They know what they're doing, and it's just fun to go and check it out. I know I ain't Bon Scott, but I like to be for like a fucking hour. You know what I mean? And I bring it like that shit, and I know because I've seen the motherfucker live, so I know what I'm talking about. So. Yeah, definitely come. That'll be fun in San Francisco. I'm just having fun playing live right now. Like, you know, like Saturday's set was just like opening with Bonded. Now, I mean, you know, how great is that? We can open up with Bonded forever, right, guys? Chime in. Let me know. Would it bother you not to hear Bonded by Blood every fucking time?
just like the old days.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, man,
Bailout
once
days.
you hear that,
Oh yeah.
it's like building up like the planes are coming in, the air raid's coming in, and here it goes. Ba-da-bam, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. It just grew. It's just a groove. You just rocks you right away. And we actually did that, and we did Exodus, and we did And Then There Were None. So we did the first 3 off the record in sequence.
And then when
So-
Rick came up, he did Chemical.
Rick did Till Death, Chemical.
Strike?
Yeah, he did, and Till Death, Chemical, Only Death Decides, Piranha, and Toxic. We didn't do Strike.
So he played more songs this.
Well, he played those in Vegas as well, but Lee
Did he?
comes out for Piranha and Toxic, so there's 3 guitar players during that time, so. But again, that was fucking mayhem and a half, you know, just going crazy, so.
And to
that
give
was-
Hatebreed they were awesome, Joshua says, by the way. And I know that
Okay,
you're
see,
friends with the
that's what I'm
singer
saying.
for.
All of them,
right?
all of them, and him, Jamie, Wayne, actually, I'm gonna be singing on
And
the
they
new.
support like the earliest, like what inspired them, right? They always tell you that. 'Cause
You know what, I
I've
love
been backstage
Hatebreed,
with
they're
them.
the greatest, all of the guys in the band. Florida Frank has his own hella hot sauce, where is it? We're giving that away. So if you win the contest today, you actually get Florida Frank's official Hatebreed hot sauce, and this stuff's pretty fucking hot too. It's called Florida Heat, and it's actually really good. And then you'll also get a bottle of hella hot sauce. I believe this is
Okay,
called
let's do the hella hot sauce giveaway. And you got a
Cajun
question
Tears.
for that.
Cajun
So,
Tears.
so to get this, 2 bottles of hot sauce that we will mail to you.
What movie was the song Avisatani in? And that's the question. What movie did the song Avisatani appear in? Tick tock, tick
And?
tock. And where are you gonna send those answers to?
The email,
And which is?
thetoxicwalt@gmail.com.
You're looking at me like question mark. How the fuck would I know? Come on, Walt. Yeah, that's why I'm going. And the email is, and you're like, oh, gee, I don't know. The Toxic Walt, the
At
Toxic
gmail.com.
Walt, but not
Yes.
the Toxic Waltz.
Right.
Like Walter, but just toxicwalt@gmail.com. So that's, so if you get that, you will.
And we had 2 winners that we sent Death Wish coffee and the Hella hot sauce to.
Yeah.
You know, we did, so they
And we
got
constantly
theirs.
do it, and they always show us. So when you get it, send us a picture or send Walt a picture.
And the way I do it is I look at the emails of what time they come in, and the first one that answers the question correctly gets it, even though 5 might, but I always respond and let you know where you stand.
Yeah. And then what else you got for me, Walt?
Do you remember first
I don't remember.
ever seen Exodus at the Crest Theater in Sacramento?
I remember that.
With
me?
Slayer and Venom?
Oh, no, that wouldn't have been, that would have been with Bailoff. That would have been basically Ultimate Revenge Tour is what they called that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Ultimate Revenge. So, yeah, I was not on that. I was on a year after that, so it...
And Flay the Skin.
But I saw that tour. I was there. I did see that tour. It was hella fun.
Flay the Skin. You guys kicked ass at Full Terror Assault and loved seeing the show.
Yeah, it was just mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like I said, a lot of fun. You know, very raw, very fucking loose. Not much, no security, just a kegger party. Everybody was cool though, man. I had a really good time. Met some great people out there. I want to shout out to Chris from Texas Taliban. He's watching, man. We fucking met a couple of good guys out there. So we had a lot of fun hanging out with all the people. Were so, you know, appreciative that we, you know, would come out there, you know, and do that. And we were like, fuck, we want to play, you know what I mean? But so we've had it booked where I think we were supposed to do it last year too, I think, but I don't know how that went. So, you know, I don't know, of course, everything got canceled, but it's just good to be back, guys. And then, you know, everything is rolling along. I've got hours of press that I've been doing for the record, so the record will be out November 19th. You guys are going to love it. I know that only the beatings have dropped and people just dig it, but believe me, the whole record is exactly like, well, not like that, but you're going to love it like that. If you love that, it's really, everybody who's heard it, who I've done interviews with, thinks it's, you know, it's the best. It's really, you know,
The cream of the crop.
we
for me.
have really brought it this time. So, I mean, I think, wow, it's an homage to everybody's musicianship. It's an homage to Gary Holt, who really wrote the beef, the meat and potatoes here. You know what I mean? Not saying that, you know, Lee and Tom and myself didn't write, because Tom wrote a song lyrically. I wrote 2 songs lyrically, and Lee wrote the music for me. Actually, Lee and I wrote Slipping Into Madness. I wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, and there was no, that was the only thing that Gary Holt did not have anything to do with. Tom Hunting wrote the lyrics to The Years of Death and Dying, but Gary still wrote the music. So to me, the music, the compositions are all Gary's. It changes everything, and it's just the lead work, the bass work, the drum work it's insanity. And when you guys get to hear the full 12 songs and get to hear it from top to
You know, it's
bottom.
cool, they have an additional Blu-ray disc to it, and it's the making of the
Yeah.
album that we've been seeing little
Yeah.
clips from, right?
Yeah, we
So-
had Wayne, the ex-producer from the show, Toxic Vault, our former producer. He was up there for 4 days, and he had a fucking camera everywhere. It was like we were in a fucking reality show.
All right, and then this question, what's your thoughts on Ghost?
I like them, honestly. A lot of people don't, but I like them. I like the lyrical
do too.
I like
I
the
love
lyrical
Ghost.
content. I'm not, there's some songs that I go, yeah, but for the most part, I think they got a good, I'm a big Blue Oyster Cult fan, and I hear a lot of similarities in the vocals. But I just like I like the whole trip. I like
And the
whole-
live show
I love
was
the live
incredible.
show. I love the Ghouls. I love the whole trip. I'm a guy who likes Slipknot. I'm a guy who likes Kiss. I think if Alice Cooper was like, you know, when I was a kid, was like, I just love the theater of it all. And if the music drives and it's heavy and it's good, I don't think it's not. I like a lot of songs. I like Ritual. I mean, there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I turned on to them because we've played with them a few times. We played with them in Iron Maiden in Los Angeles. Was Exodus, Ghost, and Iron Maiden a few years back. I think 2018 or 2017. The Iron Maiden was on tour for Book of Souls.
I saw
And,
you 2 shows of that.
and then I saw them the next night, and then we played Sweden Rock with them as well. So it's like, I like them, I like the whole show, it's fun, I think it's fun, and I like to be entertained like that.
All right, Warner Bear says, what's up from Anaheim? And
See you
Justin
soon.
is asking this, I mentioned this before, just wanted to say again, I would just love the idea of a Slay Team graphic novel. I just got the Motorhead graphic novel the other day, and it was awesome read. I know there's,
Well, they're doing a comic book for us, right? It's a 4-part thing they're doing. I heard something about, of course, I'm the last to know any of this shit, and Walter will be the first to tell you that, but.
yeah, and
I
I've seen
don't
it on
know-
your Facebook, the pages, a couple of the
Yeah,
artwork.
And you can buy the organ player, it's a figurine, but people have already pre-ordered it, but I love that kind of stuff. I mean, like the trading card, I still trip on that. That's like fucking 30 years ago, 31 years ago, when the trades, I just, to me, growing up as a kid and always collecting football cards and baseball cards and my
I have
favorite
boxes of them.
players and, and my favorite, guys and, whatever, and then to see myself on one, it was just with an actual hologram, that means it was a really, real card, you know what I mean? I would just blows my mind. It's just something, and when I see comic books and caricatures, even when that one was drawn for us, Walt, and she put the image of me and you on
Yeah.
there. I love that kind of shit. And the little cartoon a couple of weeks ago with me banging and the 2 pugs sitting there going like that. So, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I love when you fans do the artwork and stuff. And again, you want to do more of that shit, send it to me. I'll find somewhere to display it. You know what I mean? As long as it's sizable, Ray. Don't know if I could get that on there. That's awesome. I love that. I love that image. So many people do. And that's what this whole set now is. When we first started doing the show, it was all my toys. I've completely removed all of my toys from this. This is everything you guys have sent through the, whatever, if you send it to me, I'll find somewhere to put it. That's the whole idea here. Give you some eye candy while you're listening to me babble on about nothing. You know what I mean? Or get somebody in. Now, I wanted to comment a little bit on the Mike Kanzler interview. That was the cannibal from
2 episodes?
From Pleasures of Flesh. And I got to tell you, man, we really, those stories are all very true, very much true. And again, those were back in the days when there was no fucking rules. And
I have a
mean
lot to be thankful for Mike Kanzler, because I grew up with him in early high school, and we
He
happened
brought
to
him
work
in.
together, and
Yeah.
that's how I got to meet, or actually work for the band, because I knew Zetro a little bit when he was in Legacy, and had some conversations, but that was Mike Kanzler, that where I grew up in San Francisco.
That's when he started working for us.
And yes, and the guy that sent us the Fabulous Disaster album cover, Mike had a lot to do with that, with Gene Ambo, the photographer,
Oh
and
yeah,
me.
that whole shoot, the whole album cover
So
was him.
his handprint's right on that. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
they-
history with that guy in Exodus.
So many. That's why I can bring him on and bring so many stories out.
And I can never thank him enough
And
for what he
actually, I
did
have,
for me.
and I, just to give you guys a preview, I actually have Glenn Alvaliz's new CD, and I'm going to have him on Real Sound. I don't want to talk about it until I get him
little
on, so
break
I'm
there.
not saying anything, but I have his new CD right now, and I'm going to have
And
him on.
actually, I had that CD and listened to it, and I'm not really into like solo albums too much, but this one is really, really good for a solo album.
See,
And
well, I
Glenn
wasn't
should
gonna
be
talk
proud
about
of
it. I wasn't gonna talk about it, so until I get him out here.
That's
So
right.
Glenn's gonna come on here real soon. We're gonna have some more.
And I'm
more
sure you're
things.
gonna ask him some of the old school questions.
Of
too.
course, we'll come.
Are we gonna go through?
We're gonna, well, you get to come out and pump that, and you get to, but also, we're gonna have to, that's part of it, Nothing bad here, we're only having a good time, right, you guys? When you
Claire
come into the
says,
vault.
Ghost is my kryptonite. And Robert says, see
Kryptonite meaning she doesn't like it, or kryptonite, like?
No, I don't think she
meaning
likes
it's-
it.
Oh, really? I tell you what, every time, the band, the rest of the Exodus boys, they don't like it either. They don't like it.
I get it.
mean,
You gotta get it.
I like it. Maybe Gary does. I know Lee doesn't like it. I don't think Tom goes for it. I know
Either you
Jack
love
doesn't.
them or you don't. That's
You know what I mean? It's
kind
like
of
I
the
said, not
band.
every song I liked, but I mean, for the most part, I think it's a great show. They got good rockin' songs. Rhythms are heavy. They got good grooves, good changes. So, I don't know. If I rock to it and I dig it, I don't care what other people think. I'll tell you, be honest with you. I like it. I like Ghost. Sorry, I like host.
All right, and speaking of that, because Joshua says, are you excited for Aftershock Festival in Sacramento coming up?
Yes, yes, I am very excited for Aftershock.
What, Metallica's on there?
Not our
Testament,
day. Our day is it's
Thrash Day.
it's Death Angel, Broken. I don't know, man. Somebody else. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I know it's us. A Testament, it's like the Bay Strikes Back tour plus Anthrax and Faith No More. That's basically what it is.
That's killer. And Robert's seen you in Chico. I remember I was at that show. Chico rocks.
Chico, you guys are good.
In a theater, there's a
Yeah,
theater.
there's like a
small-
little theater out there. You park on the street right there. It's kind of in downtown. And I'm telling you, when we know we're playing Chico, you guys do kick ass. And people didn't give you guys a good fucking name. I'll tell you what, good metalheads in Chico, California. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right, and Jonathan says the Cannibal was awesome. A lot of people really commented how much they really enjoyed it. If you like old Exodus
Well, because
road
we were
stories.
we were fucking sniveling little assholes back in the day, and we pulled crap. And that was just the way. That was why it was nosed when we drank.
And you own
we
your
did
history,
drugs.
right? You just own it.
I own it. Well, I
That's
don't give a
right.
fuck. I'm not afraid of it. It happened, and I'm not gonna fucking hide from it. We got drunk, we got stoned, we did drugs, we fucked girls, we did what we wanted to. It was just the way it was. It was part of the life that we lived. The crew, everybody. It was a decadent period for Exodus, and it was just the way it was, you know. And so, I mean, you know, we were young kids. I'm 22 years old on tour, and you could, I mean, we're playing with Anthrax and Celtic Frost. It's 5,000-6,000, and you could, and girls and guys and your age, and it's the like kind of the middle of the 80s, and it's just fucking no rules, and it's all on right now, and so
Like that Dynamo in '88.
well, crazy. That's a story in itself. But I'm just saying, it's just all on every night, every fucking night that the bus pulled in. I mean, there's people out there. Zetro, what are you doing later? Fucking pull out a bag like this. Oh, I'm with you. And then, oh yeah. So then the girl, oh hi ladies, hi. You know, it's like every fucking night, and we're every fucking day, and it was just. What we did, it's like, who cares? Smash it. We don't
know what's
care.
funny is-
Rah, rah, rah.
I was the truck driver. I remember when we were in Corpus
Truck
Christi,
destroyer,
Corpus
driver,
Christi, Texas.
destroyer.
Anyway, we were in this hotel, but downstairs was the bus, and you know I was walking up to the bus, and it's all quiet, and you know it's late at night. I opened the door to that bus, and it was like a disco in there. There was a ball going on, and some funk music going on, and
Yeah,
people
well,
dancing, and the
we
bus
always
was like
listened
full
to
of
funk.
party. It was like, you know,
Always, totally. I mean, our buses were off the chain back in the day.
I didn't even think this
I
was
gotta
a show
say,
night.
I gotta say though, it's 180 degrees now. Has been this way forever. You could drop a pin on the bus now, and it's like, turn that pin off. I mean, honestly, it's not like that. This is when we were kids, like that. You know, everybody's older now. Everybody has, you know, families. I mean, me and Gary got grandchildren. He has 2, I have 1. It's like, you know, our heads aren't in that. I don't drink, or nobody does drugs anymore. In fact, Gary stopped drinking now, which he's still killing it on, so good for him, you know. And I'm not quite sure because of this condition that Tom has that he'll be able to drink much. I don't know, so that only leaves Lee, because Jack and I don't drink either, and me and Jack haven't, I mean, since I've been back in the band anyway, and so, and he hasn't since I've been back in the band, so I just look at it like that, so it just looks like one less thing to distract us, so that our live shows are fucking amazing like they've been lately. I mean, I have to be honest with you, since, you know, and nothing against Cragen, because we're always very good with Cragen, but once Gary has returned, it's like the machine is really
and I have an
moving.
idea that more
You know what
albums
I
will
mean?
come out a lot quicker.
Well, I'm sure, because it's just the natural progression. He had to wear 2 hats, you know, unfortunately, and for us, but it worked out for him, and we were behind that 100%, you know, and we were cool with it. And look what happened. We've come to this point. You were still around, and you get a new fucking killer record, Persona non grata, so everybody's happy, right? Right?
Yeah. Indica or sativa?
Indica, definitely indica. Sativa's fine or hybrid, but indica based. I'm a stoner since 1976. This is a no act, believe me. Walter will tell you. It's fucking been forever. And I've never, so it better be strong. when you always watch those commercials, man, where people are going, oh, dude, I'm so stoned. I'm like, how come it never does that to me? Why can't that make me feel like that? You know, or when I beat my head with a shoe and go, hey, here, that's my head, I'm so stoned. Yeah, that doesn't really happen. Not to me. Anyway, I'm burning, this shit's like 37 fucking dark indica, purple fucking indica with a 97% dab on top of it right now. And I can feel it's really good. But do I look or am I acting any different? No.
That's you.
So don't do that to me. I wish though, fuck, well, I'd love to be, Zetro, what's the matter? Fuck, man, I'm just wasted. But I know people that pot does that too. And I guess I just never have to worry
It's,
about that.
the whole industry's changed, and there were tours, I
still
remember
smoke
going, and you'd have to smoke that reg that
Oh,
someone would
God.
bring, they didn't know
Remember
what
that?
good
Remember
weed
in
was.
Europe, and back in the day, you couldn't get weed, you could only get hash. So we would have to fluff the hash up and make these little pipes where we would take toilet paper rolls and dig a little hole, then we'd take some fucking tin foil, put it in there, poke holes in it, and drop it in there, and put our hands on the bag and go, light it.
Oh, you're
What
still
kind of
using the
carb-
cans, I
No,
know the Red
well,
Bull
no,
cans,
no,
you know, I'm sure you are.
You know I will.
And back then, you'd buy the hash legally in Amsterdam.
Well, you buy it legally, but then I would run out and need to buy it illegally for somewhere else, because in England I bought it. We recorded Force of Habit, I was there for 6 weeks in London, and me and the fucking hash dealer became, what up, bro, on a one-hand thing, so.
All right, and Charlie Ramos wants to know, what do you think of the horror survival video game Dead by Daylight? Have you heard of it?
I don't play video games, so I couldn't answer on that at all.
But your son does,
Well, that'd be a
right?
question for Cody, go to his Twitch channel.
Yes.
That's Twitch, what is it?
and he plays a lot of video games, a little live.
Yeah, he does some other stuff and play, but I
And he
am
had
not.
you on recently.
I will go on his show, but I cannot play, I don't play video games at all, I mean, at all. Sorry, so I don't know anything about those things. Give me a couple more and we'll get out of here.
Juan wants to know, what do you think of the new Maiden album?
Okay, good question, because I knew something I wanted to talk about. I like everything that Iron Maiden does, although I feel this one is very slower than others, although I like Stradigo, I like Shinjitsu, and I like the writing on the wall. And I think the other song, Years from Days Gone Past, or something like that, that one, but I find myself digging a rhythm, and then all of a sudden it'll go into something else that I don't like. Maybe the songs are too long, and I believe a lot of it is very Renaissance-y sounding. And I said that to somebody this weekend because they asked me what I thought about it. And they said, but that's what I like. And I'm all, maybe Yannick Gers, because I see that he's written a lot of, him and Adrian wrote pretty much this whole, him and Steve Harris and Adrian wrote it, but it sounds very old Englishy, Renaissance-y, which I like.
It's a little polished.
I really
also.
do, but I just think there's really nothing. The writing on the wall to me is man, that song grabs me. I think that has just a great chorus, a great rhythm to it, great lead section. But I'll never say anything bad about Maiden. I would have to say that I like Book of Souls better.
I still have to listen to it a few times before I can
But
say
I've listened to it I've listened to it about 3 times all the way through, so it's not like I don't. I only listened to it once. I've listened to it, I've picked out the songs. And like I said, there's songs that are really good. A good part will come in, and then they'll go into some change where it's like, why did you do that to me? Just to make the song longer? Or did you feel that it needed to go in that direction? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Nothing bad to say, though.
And we're getting ready to do the Death Wish coffee giveaway.
Yeah, okay, so
We have another question.
We have
for
one
you.
more question, basically,
This is a good one for you movie buffs, right?
this is for you movie buffs. Name the person that played in the movie Carrie, the movie Halloween, the movie Rock and Roll High School, the movie Stripes, and the movie Devil's Rejects. Name that person. And just send it to toxicwalt@gmail.com.
That's right.
And the first answers that come in, winner, and you will win a bag of coffee and a bandana, a Death Wish coffee. bandana courtesy of Death Wish Coffee. If you need any of your coffee needs, go to your grocery stores. They have it. If you're in a rural place, try to order it. But if you're in any major metropolitan area, they will, you can find it there, like Safeway or Lucky or whatever. You can find Death Wish Coffee there. So,
All right,
basically-
I have a good question. Someone wants to know about the Fed Exodus story.
What I
Well, you know, you guys have a T-shirt that says destroyed, you know,
oh,
like a Fed
you know,
Exodus.
to be honest with you,
Like
that
FedEx.
they created that like before I came back in the band the second time, so I was already there. I remember the first show, I showed up, I'm like, and I saw it there, and I go, "You guys ain't getting sued for that?" And they're like, "No, no." I'm all, "Eventually you will, because FedEx ain't fucking around." I don't know if they know. I haven't seen them in years, actually, but that was a cool shirt.
I have one of those shirts.
Anyway, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, share this, tell everybody about it. You know, Bass Strikes Back tour coming up, Persona Non Grata, out November 19th. I believe they're going to drop another single, but again, I'm not the last guy to ask.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about that, because band members, you don't want to be that guy that says it's going to be on this day at this time. You have to wait, right?
But to be honest with you,
Or you have to
I'm
know.
really not that guy because I really don't know when it's going to be. So just like the last one, you were who called me?
I know.
You go,
That's
hey,
right.
so I'm like, how did you know? I didn't know that. It didn't come from me. I didn't tell you. He's like, no, it's been released. So that just lets you guys know where I am in the fucking loop on this. You know what I mean? So.
But in any band, you don't want to be that guy or say when something is, because it just takes away from
So
everything.
probably, like I said, there'll probably be one, but remember to
we're getting closer here.
share this up, subscribe to the channel, and Walter and I will see you very soon with some cool interviews, going live, giving stuff away here on Zetro's Toxic Vault. See you soon.